Hey, I'm Kurt Shetler, and I'm one of the co-owners at Waterway Animal Hospital.
And I'm Jenny Hatfield, the office manager of Waterway Animal Hospital. And Kurt and Dr. Kathy have been in business since 2006.
We have surgeries, grooming.
Vaccines, exams. We do not do boarding. We have drop-off services. If someone needs to run to work or run to the hairdresser, they can drop off. We don't do that quite as often.
A lot of people like the drop-off service where they can drop them off to, say, groom and then have their annual exam at the same time. It's a trust thing that we developed over the number of years.
We're getting back to business, but is it business as usual or business as unusual? Since COVID-19 has hit the area, we have made a lot of changes. Everyone has been very patient and flexible with those. The staff has made a lot of changes. Clients, have had to sit in the parking lot. Of course, we wear our masks. They call us when they get here. We come out and get the patient, take them into the building, do the services in there, and then the doctor comes back out with the patient and the technician and speaks with the owner about what they found upon the exam, what have you.
As far as disinfecting, pretty much we haven't changed a lot with the protocols with that, because we always have cleaned and disinfected after every pet and owner when they come in. A few additional things would be doorknobs more often, phones more often, computer keyboards more often with that. Pens, if we at one point when they were coming in, before we went to curbside valet, vet valet they call this, we had the sanitized pens, one you put your one in.
Some of the clients are real happy with just pulling in and having curbside service. They're like, geez, I'd like to do this every time. We just bring out the food or the medicine. They're just on their way, so they like that. We do have some elderly, folks that come, so it saves them a little bit of walking.
I don't think we will continue this, hopefully forever, curbside, because the weather is very dependent on clients.
The weather's been such a blessing through this. It's not been cold winter or hot summer. We are asking clients if they've been traveling or if they've been sick. But I think everything's running really smooth.
I said the staff, they're all losing weight because of all the exercise they're getting. And I talked to one of the doctors a little bit before this, and she said, yeah, it's nice to get outside every half hour. You get out in the sun and it regenerates them.
Right back in our courtyard, which is where we let our patients come to use the restroom when they're here. We also sometimes sit out here and have our lunch breaks. We do, since COVID-19 has taken over, we do allow our clients back here when we do have the euthanasia so that they can be with their pet. We come out here. We'll set up some blankets and a little pet bed. And it's really nice to have it out here. It's peaceful. It's serene. They're alone. They can take as long as they want and just hang out and be with their pet.
I think this would be something that we would probably do more of. As you said, maybe a change that people that really like the outdoors and the larger animals really do like to have an outside service sometimes like that. So to do it more frequently outside. And we're such a hugging community, and it's like really hard to not be able to hug especially in a euthanizing situation. You always want to give them, and you do this, and you just do the best you can, and they understand. And
they're really thankful that we're able to allow them to do this throughout this. They send us cookies and cards and things, just thanking us for being here and for allowing them to come back here and during those moments. It's really nice.
One thing that we've done, especially early on when we were a little slower, because we had cut hours back from 8 to 6, we went to 9 to 4 for a while, and we just had emergency things, situations and surgeries, not elective. Anyways, during that time, we trapped some feral cats in the area here and did some spays and neuters, so that's kind of a feel-good for all of us, and there's now they're kind of hanging around yet, aren't they?
They are.
And then just a few weeks ago, one of our staff members, the phone rang, and this person had found mother cat and was in the car, in the engine or whatever, and had 5 babies, and the mother had taken 4 of them and left 1. Tiny little thing, like a gerbil, kind of that size. And so Angie, one of our staff members, said that you know, the owner said, I don't know what to do with this cat. So we brought it in and she took it and decided to foster it. That's what we call it. And for a few weeks, and then we'll be donating it back to the Humane Society to have it adopt because she has too many already to keep it. So but I think we're one of the best kept secrets here in Mill River because we're kind of hidden out of the way. And I think a big thing for us is just keeping things real personal. We have 2.5 doctors basically, and people like to see the same doctor many times. I think that's one of our go-tos that people really, really like. First name basis here on everybody. And
I feel like we're really family oriented. We tailor to each pet. We don't make every pet get every single item in the book. You know, if you've got a 12-year-old small dog that lives indoors, it might need something different than a 2-year-old large dog that lives outdoors. You know, so each doctor
individualizes the
treatments.
protocol for each animal. So
Each pet gets what he or she really deserves, not necessarily things that they don't need.
we have a great staff. I think that's a real blessing that we have here.
I think we have a great staff because we have great owners, and it just falls into place. If you know you're happy to come to work when you know you're cared for and appreciated. You know, so I think the staff knows that, and that's why it's easy for them to be so happy and easy to get along.
We have extended the hours again. We've gotten busier, of course, and we're back to the spays and neuters and regular elective surgeries too now and dentals. So we're not quite back to the 8 to 6, but I would say within the next couple weeks we'll probably be back, which is a good thing. And we felt like we needed to stay open as much as we could for the pets during this time.